Ahoy hoy everyone, Clown here, and we are doing a number dos of the Independents. And this week, my spotlight is all over this game that I've been following for 3 years called Starbound. Now, Starbound is why, I will tell you why I'm excited for this game. When I was little, I liked Lego. I liked building with Lego. I built all sorts of stuff, never followed the box instructions because I wasn't a scrub. And I built my own creations, and it was amazing. And then when Minecraft and Terraria and those types of games started coming out, where you could build your own base and you go out and you explore, it kind of added this kind of Lego feel to it, where you could create, just constantly create. And the things that people have done with Minecraft and Terraria is nuts. I'm pretty sure I've seen videos where people made their own computers in Terraria that can do math and take over the world and do Terminator things, John Connor things. So that was really exciting. I started following this game a couple years ago, which the one negative to indie games is you hear about these games and they're so exciting, but they come out so early in alpha, and you just can't wait for them to be fully out, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting, and you kind of grow stale after a while, especially if you follow them for a decent amount of time, which I do. But so Starbound followed it a few years ago. Beautiful game. It's basically kind of like a Terraria game. It's 2D, and it's got a procedurally generated universe. And you choose your race, and then you go out there, and you are on this broken down ship, and you're trying to fix the ship so you can go out there and start building a colony, exploring the universe, defeating bosses. All these things, just like in Terraria, but even more, 'cause it's a universe. Every planet also is procedurally generated, which means that every planet's going to be different, and the creatures on it are going to be different as well. It's kind of like Lego, or even the one game Spores, I think that's the name of it, where you basically they take random parts of creatures and they make their own. So right when you go onto a planet, it will procedurally generate what it is, roughly. So a lava planet, you could go there and be oh, okay, it's gonna be mostly lava, ash, and the skies and whatnot. But then when you start digging down, maybe you'll find this random flower biome where everything's flowers, or the core is made of ice, things like that. It's so exciting to play that kind of game, because you never know what you're gonna run into, and then you go and hang out with your friends, and you're gee whiz, guys, check it, I was playing this game, and then suddenly I ran into this one-eyed monster, and I built my own little base, but then I got attacked by Oprah? Who knows what really happened on that planet that day. And those are the kind of stories. I enjoy games where I can go out and tell my friends the stories, because that's what I really like to talk about. I really don't like talking about most other things. Politics, I don't know, flightless birds, I hate flightless birds. They just mess with me. So basically that's the gist of the game. There's 6 races. There's a fish race, monkey race, so Dr. Zaius, robot race, of course. There's also sorry, I'm totally skipping. Well, obviously human, and then there's a flower race. They're called the Florin, and they're made of they look like they're made of vines and everything. And I believe the last one is the Novakin, which are these beings made of star dust, basically, and they're just glowing. They have no facial feature except for this brand on their face. Really, really cool. Really enjoy the fact that you can pick them. Each has their own armor tiers, and so they look very different. When you find their villages on different planets, they have a different feel to them. There's a bird race as well called the Avians, and they have an Egyptian feel to them. Then the Novakin have a cowboy feel. So each one has their own aesthetic to them, which is nice. I like that. This game was so different from what it is now. I've been playing it in beta here and there. I don't want to ruin it for myself, so I don't play it as often, but played it at the very beginning when they first dropped the beta, and it was very bare bones. It was just like Terraria. You just kind of build stuff, explore, that was it. And then there's bosses. But now there's a storyline, and there's all this extra parts to it. Now the ship that you have gets bigger and bigger as you level it up. So your spaceship can have all your stuff on it and your pets. Another thing, Pokemon lovers, you can catch any creature and have them in an orb, and throw the orb and have a pet, which is awesome. And they will have the powers that they initially had when you caught them. Also, you can get people to join your colony. So you pick a planet, any planet, and you can build a colony on it and start having people come on there. And then you can also get those people to come along, and basically you hire them as crew members on your ship. Super cool. I know what you're saying. It's like Star Trek, but a game. But you get to do whatever the hell you want. I'm definitely going to be having a Let's Play of this game. It's just too good not to do it. Like, just the randomness of it is going to be hilarious. Thinking back to kind of more information about it, like, there's also, so basically ChuckleFish made it. I know I can only stumble on my words. Just pay attention. ChuckleFish has made other things like, or helped made other things such as Stardew Valley, which is really big right now, Risk of Rain, which is a really good game, Wanderlust, a very good game. So stuff like that. They've been around for a while. They have like a really good reputation. They've been posting pretty much twice a week, which is nice. Like seeing new things that they add. They even will put just like data sheets of things that they've like accomplished in the game. Now they have like weapons that have each a separate type of move, like a secondary move, or if you have like a shield and a sword or a blaster and something, like everything. There's so many weapons, and they're procedurally generated as well. So you have this infinite adventure that can just go on for a lifetime, and they're going to keep working on it afterwards. They're going to keep adding stuff. I remember like a year ago they said what they wanted the final game to kind of look like, and they're not even close to what that's going to be like. Like, they have the basics, but they want to add like a multiplayer thing where you could be a pirate and like aboard other people's ships, and have like a constant universe where like multiple people are playing and there's like a war or whatever. Like, you can kind of make it your own. Modders have like a heyday with these kind of games where they just like change them and make them whatever they want. So basically that's Starbound for you guys. I hope you guys check it out because it is my favorite indie game as far as now, and it's just right up anyone's alley. There's stuff I can't even explain everything on one video. Just it's got so much to it. Let me know if you have any like your favorite indie games. I would like to know what you guys like to play. I know with PlayStation and Xbox now becoming bigger and bigger with indie games are kind of like now in the spotlight, and people are like seeing that these big name developers like EA and whatnot, like making these games that should be awesome but aren't. Like, you know, Star Wars Battlefront's a good example. Like, but indie developers are just out there to make the game that they want and the game that the people want. So it's, you know, some of them aren't graphically up to par with the EA and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter because the content's there, and that's what's important. And so this is my second episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be here next week again for another episode of the Independents. Ta-ta!